Yay, yay, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. Now I'm dealing with Canoom. Yay, yay, I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yay, yay. Now, all week we've been going over, I'm sorry. Welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. Okay. This is My Thought 75, and the title is um, it's on God's conduct. Okay, all week we've been talking about God's conduct, and putting things together to let you understand it's 10 commandments, it's plenty of rules, there's plenty of rituals, ceremonious guidelines and standards. It's a dating menu. I'm sorry, a dating set of dating rules. It's a menu, dietary menu. The Bible is everything, okay, but nothing at all. Well, I've just been showing you how silly it is if you have a God that say, "Hey, don't kill or murder," and then He does it. And people been all through my comments all this week saying things like, "Oh, He can do whatever He want," but that's silly. No good general does the things that he say. Hey, I'm against these things. Don't murder your own troops. Don't do this and that. Don't sell our trade secrets. Don't do this and that. And then he go out and do it. Whoever follow that general is I have to question their mental ability or their mental fortitude. Or have you taken your medicine today? Okay. Because if a person believe that God have all them rules so it can be a just God and then he can destroy and kill when he want to, and that's just because he said it's just, have you taken your medicine today? Okay. That's why originally when I started with a thing called religion develops insanity. You have to develop some type of insanity to make these things okay with you. You give them some rationale so you can say, okay, now that fits better. And you say, hey, God, if he drew a picture, can he erase the picture? He can do what he wants. No problem. But don't say I should have so much morals, integrity, and respect and a upright type of walk and esteem about myself, and you haven't any. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. Today, God told Saul, the first king of Israel, to go kill the Amalekites because what happened was Amalek, the king, had his troops out there during the Exodus story. See, they running from Egypt, they running from the Pharaoh. This is all lies, but this is how the story goes now. And Amalek had his people waiting as soon as they came out of that Red Sea when that miraculous parting was going on. I guess God didn't know, hey man, they got some people waiting on you. Don't go that way. God didn't know. See, he don't know none of this stuff. He's been rendered omnipowerful, omnipotent, and omnipresent, but he didn't know any of this. Because if he did, why would you deliver him out of hands of death and let them walk right into another death trap? See, God could have just said, hey, go another route. But he didn't know. So now it's to get back the retribution. Okay. Amalek did this to God's people. This is how the story goes now. And God couldn't do nothing at the time. So he let that killing happen. And now this is the payback. See, God gathered up Saul. He had all these 200,000 men, 60,000 chariot men, all this. These are lies. But this is how the story goes. And go do me a favor and get back at them people that did this to my Israelites. So let's listen to it. And again, it's horrible conduct. Okay. If this was the powerful God, the creator of everything, and he can create death, he can destroy people, he can do destruction. You've seen it on numerous of times. Sodom and Gomorrah, uh, the Noah's Ark story, over and over. It's continuous stories about how he can destroy and pick people that he want to save. Okay. So uh, this is not no different. Why he couldn't just handpick, hey, don't go that way. I just saved you from that hellish Pharaoh. Don't go that way. It's trouble down there. Or erased and destroyed them Amalekites before it even took place to his chosen people. He just released them. He just got them away. So why deliver them from one trap into the hand of another death trap? See, but you believe he can do anything. This is not to take God away from anybody. I'm explaining to you horrible conduct, and I will do this to anybody, Allah, Buddha, any name, Vadum, Unkalunkalu, any name you can imagine, okay? Any of these people, Hare Krishna, anybody you can imagine, I would do the same scrutiny to them. If their book was horribly written like this, and they are, and it stems on death, I would tear them down apart too, okay? And we're going to move all into them different cultural beliefs and all the different systems. But today we're talking about this book of the Bible, God, which every religion copies these religions. Because the first 5 books of Moses is pretty much in every religion throughout the world. When you want to start a religion, you got to start with the first 5 books of Moses. That's standard. It's like the blueprint. You can't do nothing without the blueprint. Okay. So this is 1 Samuel 2. Let me see. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 Samuel 15, 2 through 4. We're going to let it read out, and we're just going to see what I'm speaking about. I gave you a backdrop of the story. This is what's going on here. This is the revenge, okay? Because the Lord didn't know them Amalekites or Amalek was sitting there waiting to kill his people. He didn't know that, but he know now after. So he said, hey, I want some revenge. Let's listen.
Now listen to this message from the Lord. This is what the Lord of Heaven's armies has declared. I have decided to settle accounts with the nation of Amalek for opposing Israel when they came from Egypt. Now go and completely destroy the entire Amalekite nation. Men, women, children, babies, cattle, sheep, goats, camels, and donkeys.
Now, you heard it. We're going to hear it again, but I want to just say something. That's a goddamn shame. And that's the New Living Translation. If it reads a little different, you say, that ain't King James. That's the New Living Translation. So it can be more in layman's term, plain. Okay. Now let's break it all down. I decided to settle the beef. This is a man, but this is supposed to be the omnipotent, omnipresent. You know, I want to settle this beef. What is he saying? He need a man to settle men beef because he can't touch nothing in the world. See, I want to settle this beef out. They killed all my people coming out of Egypt. I'm gonna pay his ass back. See, paraphrasing, but this is how the story goes now. So let's unpack it. I want to read it slow. I'm gonna play it again.
Now listen to this message from the Lord.
He told Saul, this was Samuel coming. He said, now listen to this message from the Lord. Always some other person telling you what the Lord wants you to hear.
This is what the Lord of Heaven's armies has declared.
This is what the Lord of the heaven armies have declared. See, the heaven got armies waiting up there, waiting for dragons and everything, just sitting up with their sticks and knives, whatever they got, machine guns, you know, just paraphrasing, machetes, everything, ready to go. And the only time you need an army is when you have a corrupt government and you want to go around taking other people's land, or you need this army to protect things because other people have the same thing going on. So they have an army. But the heaven got an army, a 24-hour watch. Make sure no devils come back in here. If we didn't put a couple of people out. That's foolishness. What does a heaven have an army for? But this how it go.
I have decided to settle accounts with the nation of Amalek for opposing.
This God, I have decided to settle. I have decided to settle the accounts of the Amaleks for them opposing my people when they came out of Egypt. Okay.
Israel when they came from Egypt. Now go and completely destroy the entire Amalekite nation.
Now go and completely destroy the Amalekite nation. Okay. Go and completely destroy the entire Amalekite nation. This is how the story goes. Now, this is God gearing up. He's letting them, hey, get your ammunition, go get your swords, get your horses, get your boots on the ground laced up. I want them dead. I want them dead by the morning. I mean, like a motion picture. Like when somebody made Scarface or Al Capone mad, he said, look, man, they got us. They took all my bourbon over there on 14th Street. But tonight on 16th Street, we're going to hit them hard. This sounds like a mafia movie. But this is God now.
Men, women, children, babies, cattle,
Men, women, children, babies, cattle,
sheep, goats, camels, and donkeys.
sheep, goats, camels, and donkeys. This is what he wants wiped out and obliterated from the planet immediately. Leave nothing. That's a shame. Okay. That was the verse. It's very horrific, and for people to be trying to sit back and justifiably explain this stuff, have explanations ready. Well, when you can do, shut up. Okay. Shut up. Wasn't nothing like this supposed to be going on, because the omnipresent, omnipotent, all-powerful God should have said, hey, don't go that way. I just removed you from Egypt. I don't even know how he let his chosen people get put in slavery for 400 years, but that's another thing you can wrestle with. I just removed you out of Egypt for 400 years of slavery. If you go that way, Amalek, the king, he got all his people waiting to kill you. He didn't know or see that. He couldn't plan a better out or route and say, hey, swing over here. They're going to try to, I already set up a detour. Don't go that way. Swing around the left side and you'll be home free because you went through enough trouble. This guy can't do that. This is what simple army men do. They plot it out. Hey, we're not going to go back to the back door because that's where they're strong at. We're going to make our route. We're going to go in there, do what we have to do. And we're going to come back out the same route we went in. See, don't go back to the front. They're too strong up front. It's hot up there. When you come to that side, go get all the people that they have captured, POWs, prisoners of war, kill a couple of people and go right back out that side door. You mean to tell me they better than God? A simple man that set up war strategy and war tactics, and this all-knowing, all-powerful God and Jesus the Christ and Yahweh, Yahuwah, Shahweh, Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh, and Jireh, Jabez. Did he don't know this? It's his horrible conduct. It has a lot of questions on there. What this guy was incapable of doing by his own power, needed a man to go kill because men did something, so he have to pay it back with men. He never have a chance to say, you know what, I'm just put them in famine. Don't worry, they did my Israelites like that, my chosen people. I'm going to put them through famine. They'll never eat again. That's all he had to do. See, just make their food disappear. Every time they go try to hunt some, it's nothing to be found because I'm the omnipotent. I'm making everything perish. They're in famine now. They can't drink no water. And within days, the whole entire people would have just died off. So you have to question that. But that's my thoughts on God's conduct. We wrapped it all up. I think whoever was going to watch it, you can watch it for some many of selective reasonings. You can want to dispute and refute everything I'm saying and repudiate everything I'm saying. It's up for debate. That's fine. You can leave comments and you can leave your thoughts. I appreciate that. That's my thoughts on the video and the verse. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. The thing was to go over and look at the conduct of the leader of the whole free world, the universal planets and everything, the moons. He marks the sun. He marks the motion of everything. He makes the Milky Way work, the universe. He's numbered the stars by number. He noted the animal's name. And all these things he deemed so precious for a man like me or anybody who believes this stuff to respect. You have to be a respecter of nature, God's animals, God's people. That's why you had the commandments. But on the other token, since he's the narrator of the story, he can disregard any of the things that I just put forth. He can disrespect nature. He can disrespect human being life. He can disrespect animal life. He can disrespect universal principles, universal law, anything, because he's the creator of it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching.